Hi guys, let's get. I'm VR. Please subscribe and I'll like yours. Comment down the video you like and I'll subscribe. Let's get it. One day, I guess mom was pretty excited, pretty proud of herself for making me write in that journal last year because now she just went and bought me another one. But remember how I said if some jerk caught me carrying a book with a diary on the cover, they were gonna get the wrong idea. Well, that's what exactly happened to me today. Sissy, punch my brother Rodrick. Now that Rodrick knows I have another journal, I better remember to keep this one locked up. Rodrick actually got a hold of my last journal a few weeks back, and it's a disaster. But don't even get me started on that story. Even without Roderick's problems, my summer was pretty lousy. Our family didn't go anywhere or do anything fun, and that's Dad's fault. Dad made me join the swim team again. Again. And he wanted me to make sure I didn't miss any meets this year. Kill him, Brandon. No mercy, Todd. Stop shivering, Greg. Shudder, shudder. Dad got this idea that I was destined to be a great swimmer or something. So that's why he makes me join the team every summer. At my first swim team a couple of years ago, Dad told me that when the umpire, I think, never mind, shut off the starter pistol, I was supposed to dive in and start swimming. But what he didn't tell me was that the starter gun only fires blanks, so I was a whole lot more worried about where the bullet was going to land than I was about getting to myself to the other end of the pool. Even after Dad explained the whole starter pistol concept to me, I was still the worst swimmer on the team. But I did end up winning most improved. At at the awards banquet at the end of the summer, that's only because there was a 10 minutes difference between my first race and my last one. So I guess Dad's still waiting for me to live up to my potential. Like my Roger. And he's like, I'm confused. In a lot of ways, being on the swimming team was the worst. Being on the swimming team was the worst than being in middle school. First of all, we had to be at the pool by 7:30 every morning, and the water was always freezing cold. And second of all we were all crammed into 2 lanes, so I always had someone be on my tail trying to get around. Splash, splish, tap tap. The reason we had to go to use 2 lanes The reason we had to use 2 lanes was because the swim practice was at the same time as the water jazz class. I was actually tried to convince Dad to let me do instead of the swim team, but he wouldn't go for it. Come on, ladies, get those arms up. Oh gosh. What the fuck? Sorry guys, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. This was the first summer to coach let us boys wear swim trunks instead of those skimpy racing trunks. Mom and Okay, after some practice, Rodrick would pick me up in his band van. Mom had this crazy idea that if Rodrick and me spent quality time on the ride home every day, we wouldn't fight as much. But all it did was make things a lot worse. Rodrick was always a half an hour late picking me up. And he wouldn't let me sit up front. He said Charlene would ruin his seat, even though the van is something like 15 years old. Get in the back. Rodrick's van, Rodrick's van doesn't actually have uh, any seats in the back, so I had to squeeze in with all of the band equipment. And every time the van came to a stop, I had to pray I didn't get my head taken off by one of Rodrick's drums. Gah! Slide. I ended up walking home every day instead of getting a ride from Rodrick. Yeah, I figured it was better to walk the 2 miles than to get brain damage riding in the back of the van. Halfway through the summer, I decided I was pretty much done with swim team, so I came up with a trick to get out of practice. I'd swim a few laps and then I'd ask the coach if I could use the bathroom. Then I just hide out in the locker room until practice. What my plan was that it was something like 40. Oh crap! Then I just it's like 40 degrees in the boys' bathroom, so it was even colder in 3 than it was in the pool. I had to wrap myself in toilet paper so I didn't get any hypothermia. I think it's a disease. That's how I spent a pretty big chunk of my summer vacation, and that's why I'm actually looking forward to going back to school tomorrow, Tuesday. Oh, I love that day. When I got to school today, everybody was acting all strange at me, and at first I didn't know what was up. Scream, scream! Then I remember I still had the cheese touch. I still had the cheese touch from last year. I got the cheese touch in the last week of school, and over the summer I completely forgot about it. The problem with the cheese touch is that you've got it until you pass it on to someone else, but nobody would even get within 30 feet of me. So I knew I was just going to be stuck with the cheese touch for the whole year. Luckily, there was a new kid, Jeremy Pindle, informed, so that took care of that problem. Welcome to our school, Jeremy. Slap and then cheese touch. They're like, my first class was pre-algebra. The teacher put me right next to Alex and Aruda, the smartest kid in the whole class. What the? Alex is super easy to copy because he always finishes his tests early and puts his paper down on the floor next to him. So if I ever get it that's when a bunch of kids of us started giving him a hard time about his initials sounded when you said them out. Teacher, the answers to that question is P. Yeah, P. These days, Peter doesn't raise his hand at all, and he's pretty much a C student. I guess I feel a little bad about the whole PU thing and what happened to Peter. But it's hard not to take credit whenever it comes up. I started that. Anyway, today I got pretty decent seats in all my class except 7th period history. My teacher, Mr. Huff, and something tells me he had Rodrick as a student a few years back. This is 12 minutes and I'm on page 13. Thank you guys. I will end this off by reading this page. As soon as dinner is over, he goes upstairs to the bathroom and camps out there for an entire hour. By the time he comes back downstairs, I'm already done. I'm ready to start. But if I ever complain to Mom and Dad, Rodrick always pulls out the same excuse. My body is on a schedule. I think Mom and Dad are too worried about my little brother Manny to get involved in a fight between me and Rodrick now anyway. Okay, this is end. I'll read this on the next video. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you on the next video.